Okay, so welcome to this new episode of the Faster Fluency Conversation Club podcast. I'm Christina from Speak English with Christina, and I'm with Cara, who is your Fluency Club leader. And Cara, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah. We're actually in confinement still while we're recording this episode. And it's quite funny because the episode is about a memorable vacation. So I guess, for lack of being able to plan any future vacations, we can maybe think back about past vacations that we had that were nice. What was your most memorable vacation or a past vacation that you've got very fond memories of?
Okay, well, the first thing that comes to mind on hearing that is, I guess it was more than a vacation,
Hmm.
really. So in 1996, my parents took us to New Zealand.
Oh, right. Wow.
Yeah, for like 3 months.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like, yeah, more than just like a vacation. It was
Yeah.
actually,
It's like, it wasn't like 2 weeks. It was like,
yeah, yeah. I
wow,
mean,
nice.
it's hard to go to New Zealand for just
For
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, this
From
is
the
true.
UK, I mean, it's really far. It's literally the other side of the world. But
Yeah.
actually, the way we did it, we did it in stages. So we didn't go
Okay.
directly to New Zealand because, I mean, we were kids,
Yeah.
and I don't think my parents wanted to do it in one.
Because it's like, it's
Um,
like 24 hours to get like,
I guess, yeah.
it's,
If you do like a direct flight, I'm not even sure that many exist.
yeah.
Certainly in 1996, there were
Right.
probably fewer options.
Mm.
So actually, we went to the US for a couple of weeks on the way there. So that was
Oh,
like a
right.
holiday.
All right.
In
So
Yeah,
you went from the UK and then you went west. You went that way. Is
yeah.
that
We
right?
flew
Okay.
into Los Angeles. Yeah, we went west, and
Okay.
then we had a holiday like in Southern California,
Oh, nice.
and then yeah, and then I guess after we did the next leg, um, going to New Zealand,
From
and then
California to New Zealand. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
like that was probably more the holiday part, and then when we were in New Zealand, well, my dad was working, so part of it was just like we were just
Like
living
normal life in a different
normal
country.
life. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And sometimes it was quite boring because we didn't always have that much to do, but then we
Right.
also went on lots of trips, and he had holidays, so we were able
Mm.
to like travel around
Oh, neat.
New Zealand. Like we were in the South Island, so we traveled a lot
Yeah.
in the south, and we also went to the north, and we went over to Australia. We went to Fiji.
Hmm.
We went to the Cook Islands, so we
Oh,
got to
right.
see
So you
like
guys got to see kind of like, yeah, quite a bit of that part of the world, I
that
guess.
area.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
well,
I guess like while you're down there, I mean, you may as well make the most out of it because it's like when you don't know when if or when you'd ever go back because it is such like a massive trip.
well, I've
Uh,
certainly never been back, so I mean, it was good
right.
that they. I think my dad might have been back. Well, he actually has family in Australia. Well, which
Okay.
means I also have family in
Yeah.
Australia, but they're not really close enough that I would, you
Like
know, go
go
all
there
the way,
regularly.
go all
Yeah,
the way
exactly.
there. Yeah. So no,
Yeah.
that was really special because we got to I think especially as a young kid, we got to see
Mm.
like a lot of the world, and
Yeah.
so we were really lucky to be able to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that sound yeah, it sounds like just this awesome experience because I mean, like you don't, you can travel to a lot of different countries for vacations, but it's usually like shorter,
Mm,
and you're maybe trying to like to visit things, so you're more of a tourist, and you're not really like able to necessarily really, I guess, experience what it's like in
yeah.
in that other country, and yeah, it's like a whole other just way of, I guess, having that contact with a different country and a different culture. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So do you have one then that you remember in particular?
I think, yeah, I actually, it was a short trip actually, and it was when I was a student. And I was already living in France. I was like studying in France. And then
Okay.
with my boyfriend at the time, we were planning to go to see this music festival in Hungary, which is like this giant music festival. And you're students, so you don't have a lot of money. So we got a bus to go.
Okay.
Um, and like my boyfriend, I was like, yeah, take your passport. And he's like, I don't need my passport. It's Europe. And I'm like, take it anyway. It's this big.
Mm.
It weighs nothing. And he's like, no, I'll just take, I don't want to lose it. And, we're going to be camping at this music festival. And so he didn't take his passport. I think and he didn't take his ID card. He took his driver's
Okay.
license. I was like, we're going to be crossing borders.
Borders, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but it's Europe. And I was like, okay, I'm taking my passport. And so we got on the bus and we like crossed all of northern Italy. And then we got to the border with Slovenia,
Mm-hmm.
which was like at the time not quite really part of Europe yet.
Mm.
Um, yeah, and so they dropped us off in Trieste in northern Italy because they're like, you can't come through the country because
Oh,
you don't
great.
have papers. So I was like, I told you so. Um, and what ended up happening was we got dropped off in Trieste. Through a few days, he like contacted his friends. He's like, can you overnight my passport to me
Mm.
so we can get to this music festival? And we ended up like when he got his passport, we ended up like walking across the border on foot, from Italy
Okay.
to Slovenia. And then we hitchhiked. We were trying to get to Hungary, and he's like, yeah, we can hitchhike. I was like, I've never hitchhiked. This is super scary. And he's like, no, it's okay. And then so we hitchhiked. These German guys picked us up because they were
Mm-hmm.
going to the Czech Republic. They're
Okay.
like, we can drop you off in Austria. And we're like, okay. He's like, yeah, we're gonna go through Graz. You can get a train from Graz to Budapest. It's pretty easy.
Okay.
And so we did that, and we ended up like we hitchhiked. So we got dropped off at Graz. We got a train from Graz to Hungary, and we actually made it to the music festival in the end. But like, I was just like, this is the most insane trip ever. So I would say that was my most not one that I would want to redo. Like, but
Right.
it makes a fun story. But
Definitely.
I was just like, what? I'd like, take your passport, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, I can see why he's not your boyfriend anymore.
Right, exactly. It's just like,
Yeah.
no. But yeah, no, but I mean, in the end, it was fun. But when we got to the festival, it was quite funny because we were supposed to meet up with some other friends at that festival. And, I think, again, back in that day, I think we did have cell phones, but like communicating across borders, it was super expensive, and you're a student.
Mm.
So you're like, eh. And they were like, we just gave up on you guys after like waiting for 3 days. And we're like, no, here we are. Yeah, so
Wow.
that was my memorable vacation story that I would probably not want to repeat again.
No, I don't think so.
It was quite the adventure.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's my story. Yeah,
Awesome.
looking forward to more calmer vacations in the future,
Definitely.
though. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Kara, and have
Thanks.
a good one.
All right. Speak soon.